Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arshad. My metric number is CF220107. From section 5. Today I would like to present on the differentiation between geotechnical and geophysical techniques. Alright, let me start with the first technique, which is geotechnical techniques. This technique is focusing on the physical properties of soils and rock and how they will support or interact with infrastructure. The techniques will provide direct measurement of soil strength, compressibility, permeability, and other engineering properties. So these are the output that we can get from this technique. Um, it is essential, the technique is essential for detailed site investigation to determine foundation design, bearing capacity, settlement potential, and slope stability of the area that we took the data. Alright, the second one, which is geophysical techniques. This technique is commonly used to detect and analyze the subsurface features without disturbing the soil or rock layers. Because with this method, usually they use scanning as their method of works. These techniques will provide information on subsurface properties such as density, porosity, and structure, helping to create a maps of subsurface condition. So by scanning the condition of the soil, we can get this kind of information. So the output will be used as our observation on the site. And the technique is useful for initial large-scale survey to identify the areas of interest, bedrock depth, groundwater table, voids, and fault zone in the area that we took the data. Okay, for the next part, I'm gonna explain on the methods that are commonly used on the industry for both the techniques. For the first one, which is geotechnical techniques, there are few techniques that we use. One of it is borehole drilling. Second one is standard penetration test (SPT). Third one is cone penetration test (CPT). Next is vein shear test. Next is plate load test, and lastly is permeability test. And for the geophysical techniques, also got some of the method that we use on the site. One of it is seismic diffraction. The second one is ground penetrating radar (GPR). The third one is electrical resistivity tomography (ERT). Next is magnetic surveying, and the last one is gravity surveying. Okay, since these two methods are different, there are some advantage and disadvantages that we can obtain by using the method. So, by using geotechnical method, the advantage that we can get is we can get the direct measurement of the sample that we take. And the sample that we take later can be taken to the laboratory to be done testing on it. Um, the disadvantages that we get from this method is it's very time consuming, so because we are taking samples uh, from each area, so that's why it's time consuming. This method also is invasive and potentially disruptive because for some method they are using explosive materials. For the geophysical technique, there are advantages that we can get from the method, which is it's non-invasive because we use scanning, mostly scanning in this method. Also, this technique is very cost effective for larger sites because we can cover many areas in every time we do the techniques. The disadvantages that we get from this technique is the depth limitation, and it is less direct data on the properties. So from the differentiate of these two methods and the advantage and disadvantage that we get from these two techniques, we can conclude that geophysical and geotechnical techniques are complementary tools in site investigation, each with unique strength. Geophysical methods offer broad, non-invasive overview, ideal for initial assessment, while geotechnical technique provide a precise, location-specific data essential for detailed design. Together, they give a comprehensive understanding of subsurface condition, supporting well-informed and reliable engineering decision.